Hello, I'm back for another good video of the best MP5 that will suit you. Now, if you're going to go MP5 route, please listen to what I have to say. Now, MP5s for the airsoft market aren't really flooded with any gun MP5s that just outstandingly stick out from the crowd. If you're going MP5K, I'm not going to call that an MP5 for this video, and if you're going to do an MP5, in any of the MP5s I recommend to you in this video, I'm going to have to recommend you upgrade 90% of whatever that's in it to make it, well, in my terms, of a quality up to GMP or KWA, or you just go buy a version 2 gearbox from GMP or KWA and just slap it into an MP5, then you would have a good MP5. But sadly, the airsoft market doesn't have that today. Now, we're going to start out with this is a tough one for me, guys. Personally, I'm a guy that either has a big gun or a really small gun. I don't have anything in between, so if you're going to get an MP5 in general, I would have to say G&G Sportline or just a G&G, but you got to shell out a lot of money for those metal bodies. But G&G does potentially have a better setup versus an ICS. To me, an MP5 is going to be a rate of fire monster, depending on the way you want to do it. Because close quarters is normally going to end up whoever's got the highest rate of fire is going to win. Now, if you're going to do a higher rate of fire, GMP does come with an 8mm gearbox, which is pretty nice. But they're extremely loud. Now, it is very annoying, and I hate working on G&Gs because they're really loud, and I just have had the worst luck with G&G. And they have loose motor connections, so to speak, but that's an easy fix. You just gotta solder it. But if you're going to buy an MP5, Classic Army is always an option, but again, you're going to drop everything out of it, and in my opinion. Now, if you're going to get an MP5K, get a Classic Army. Definitely recommend that one. Go upgrade it. But MP5s are a really hard bargain. Now, if you're going to buy one, if you want to upgrade it, let's say we're shooting for 30 rounds per second. Not that much. Yeah, you're probably be like, that's a lot. No, kind of no. 50's a lot. 40's is pretty high. 50's ridiculous. But you're going to want to get some SHS high-speed gears. They run $21, and they're made out of chromoly steel. They're really good. But that's from China, so if you want to risk it, go for it. You shouldn't have a problem. Then you're probably going to get a GMP polycarb piston. There is another piston I was going to recommend that used some other stuff, but that gear set is ratioed for 1:13, so it's pretty good. I would go GMP, ball bearing spring guide, and a aluminum piston head and aluminum cylinder head, because you always break your cylinder. You always crack either your cylinder head or your piston head, which gets very annoying on a high rate of fire. Yes, I know it's going to slow you down, but in terms of maintenance-wise, it's totally worth it. You're also going to want to get some ball bearings. It's a good idea. You're going to want to get a GMP high-speed motor. What else is there? Pretty much everything else you're going to want to keep stock if you buy a G&G. But personally, I don't even want an MP. I would love to have a good MP5, but no one makes one that stands out from the crowd. That's good. Sistema doesn't count because they're just too damn much. I'm not going to spend $1,200 on an MP5 when I can go buy a 22, I can't remember the exact name, but you can get a 22 MP5 for like $600. I'd much rather go buy one of those, and I've seen mods where you can slap them into P90s, those Wellfire P90s, have like a P90 or something, or that's for the Ruger 1022, but whatever. Besides the point, MP5s are kind of like you gotta make it work gun to be good, so if for the person who's on a budget and wants a good MP5, get the Sportline G&G. It's only $150. It has 8mm ball bearings, and I've always had problems with MP5 high cap mags. Don't know why, but I've always had problems with them. They've never fed right, or you have to wind them every 2 seconds, and that's at like 10 rounds per second, which is ridiculous. I've just always had problems with them, so you have to use mid caps, which are around 90 rounds. I've seen some 120s and 130s, but I don't know if they feed right or not. But you're going to get a G&G or an ICS. Personally, I would go with the G&G because it's a little cheaper and you get the 8mm gearbox. Sure, you may, I don't even know if they have the split gearbox for the MP5s for the ICS. Besides the point, People who use the MP5s for field, you're stupid. If you're going to do that, you may as well go buy an M4. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah. Never mind, go back and buy an MP5. Not a fan of M4s, too many people have. But seriously, an MP5 there's no good ones on the market, in my opinion, out of the box. Like, in terms of a good gun, out of the box on the market, would be like a KWA or a GMP. That, to me, means that it's a good gun. You know, I just don't see that for an MP5 on the market. And plus, H&K is going around suing everybody. H&K suing KWA right now, and there's a very high possibility they will not bring back the G36 from KWA. So that really stinks, because it's hard to get good version 3 gearboxes with 8 or 9 mil ball bearings complete, which you can find if you're good, and you can find one, you can find a KWA gearbox. But I'm getting off topic. The fact is, point of the matter, MP5s are required to spend some good cash to get a good one. That's my whole point. So thanks for watching this video, and probably going to make another one. So later, damn trolls, ending the video. Ka-cha-cha-cha!